fucking loud.
Asthma. Huh?
Alright, I'm recording video.
Alright.
Bird!
I don't even want to do this right now then. Alright, here we go. I gotta get my shizzle to... The views and opinions expressed on the Jim and Zope cast are solely those of the individuals stating them and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Jim and Zope cast. Listener discretion is advised. Listener discretion is advised, Jim.
Well, that's what I heard.
Jim! You're here.
Yeah.
But you look very alone.
I am very alone. My life
but
partner
you look
is
very
not here.
alone. Where there, you used to sit right next to that fat kid.
Yeah, he decided he was too good for me. And he said he had to move on to better pastures.
Did he say anything about why he's not here?
He did. He did call and leave a little message. I asked him, just give us something to play on the show that reflects like one of your best memories. And this is really what he had to say. I think I sent it to you. I don't know.
Okay, let me... Oh, I think I got it.
Okay, go ahead and try that.
For every hot summer morning, Dad driving us all over to Rocky Glen swimming hole near Factoryville. We would splash away until 10 a.m. and then work the beet fields till well after midnight.
So, he's a good guy. He has a good memory.
Working the beet fields, man.
Working in beet fields and splashing around,
Let's start the...
Yeah.
Let's start the shizzle.
Tick, tick, tick! Oh.
Hey, Pittsburgh, are you ready?
Loading Jim and Zopecast.
Here we go, Steelers. Beat 'em, Bucks. Let's go, Pens. Live from the Mixler and the pulse of all things Steel City, it's Pittsburgh's favorite podcast, starring Jim.
Wait, get the mic, dude.
Do I go now?
And Zope.
What? He didn't even go yet. What? Hold on.
It's the Jim and Zope cast.
Okay, now what do you want me to say? Hey, fuckers.
Here, hold it.
No, wait, what? Stop. Did you start it?
Hold it.
You asshole, what's going?
I'll edit it. Just talk. For real, we'll put it together.
Can I pause it? Hey, fuckers, this is Jenna Manson. I'm here at Steel City Con, and you're listening to the Jim and Zopecast.
Yeah.
There's a miss. I think I accidentally
Gonna added a beep there.
the one at the beginning that was not supposed to be there, and that was extra loud.
That was very loud.
I hope nobody's driving.
Wow.
I was jumped out of my seat. Holy
wow.
I thought it would be funny. I was like, I'm gonna bleep her out when she drops F-bombs, and then I'm gonna like throw an extra.
I made her
one.
do that. I basically,
Really?
because I said, she's like, I sound so stupid on last time. I was like, be yourself. I said, say whatever you want to say, however you would talk normal. And she's like, well, I'm like, what? I'm like, just say fucking shit and all this stuff. I don't care. So I literally pressed record and I hand her my phone, and she's like, holy, it's fucking going. But what's wrong with it? All right, you fuckers, how you doing?
I decided to bleep it out, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw in some extra ones at the end to make it sound like she was saying like additional swears. But,
Yeah.
yeah. At the beginning, I accidentally left one in there that was not supposed to be there. It was the copy and paste killed me. It did.
That's okay. That's
So-
like, yeah.
You wanna greet our fellow peoples?
I don't know if I ever do a greeting. Do I ever do a greeting? But yeah, sure, what the hell. Anyway, welcome everybody to chapter 49 of the Jim and Zope cast. Per usual, I am Jim.
And I'm Zope.
And we want to welcome you once again. Any first timers, please enjoy, share, like everything we do. Anybody who is back again, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And we do want to remind everybody that TR is not here, so we should have some pretty good news today.
Should be good this time, yes.
And it's actually all Pittsburgh-related news today. Pittsburgh has been very popular in the news, so
Yeah.
we got good stuff. We got a lot of good Pittsburgh stuff since we are the Pittsburgh podcast.
according to our intro.
According to our initial idea for the show back in December of 2014, we decided we were going to be a Pittsburgh podcast, and probably about
Was that 2014 or was that 2013?
December of 2014.
I don't remember.
That was our first last week of December. I still count it as 2014.
If that was our first episode, we didn't decide to go Pittsburgh only until like 6 months.
Still.
Yes.
Probably about 15 out of the 49 we mentioned Pittsburgh.
Hey, we got Gregory Giggles on.
Gregory Giggleheimer.
He is. He's not watching the YouTube video, so I guess he wants to hear it live.
What YouTube? Later. He goes back and listens to it later, huh?
Yeah, typically, yeah. So we do have an awesome show. We are going to dig right into that Ghostbusters trailer that came out that's pissing everybody off. Jim's not a happy camper. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Oculus Rift, just because I have some more to talk about. I promise I'll keep it short and good. What the heck, Jim?
Don't worry about it. Shut up. Go.
We're going to talk a little bit about Jim's podcast. Do a frustration exploration on repeat callers. I've been getting all these calls, so I decided to throw it in there. I have an absolutely hilarious voicemail that I'm going to share with you guys. Obviously, we have our 3 news articles that have not been provided by TR, so hopefully you'll like them.
Don't worry about it.
Jim.
Go ahead.
We
You can't catch it sometimes. Sorry, fuck off.
We should hopefully get to our celebrity death pool. We got Penguins recap with Jim, and we'll never get to it, but the current state of politics. So,
and I do want to say, anybody in Mixler in the chat room, please hit the heart icon as much as you can for us. I'm trying to get as many of them as we possibly can. I don't see. I'm on my phone, so I don't see who's in there right now. But how many people we got in the chat room right now?
It's a trap!
we have like 108 in the chat room right now.
That's the only thing that sucks from the phone. Like, that's all I see is the chat room. I don't see like who's
Jim's
on.
telling you guys to hit the heart. I'm just going to give you guys a heads up. If you hit the heart, you will install a virus on your computer or on your phone.
But apparently it means something. One of my other buddies that I listen to on Mixler, the Skeptic Sanctum, we basically, us listening, you have like heart wars. Say, how fast can we get to 50? How fast can we get to 100? And we just all hit heart. And apparently it means something. It gives you a higher standing on Mixler. So anybody listening in the chat, please hit the heart button. It takes less than a second. Anyway.
But remember that it will also install viruses.
It will also install a virus. But the virus is just our show popping up on your computer at random times. Just playing, like in the middle of the night, you just start hearing our voices. So it's really good. It's a trap.
You want to tell everybody where they can find us?
Sure. Anyway, remember everybody, before we do continue tonight, you can find us all over the internet. iTunes, Stitcher, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and TuneIn. Although we aren't really on Reddit much. Do you do anything on Reddit for us, Bob?
I do lots. Okay.
You do? Okay, I doubt that.
No, nobody has proof whether or not I do, so I'm just going to say I do a lot.
Yeah, TuneIn basically is just another radio playing app. We're on there. Stitcher, same way as TuneIn. iTunes, everybody with an iPhone knows how that works. You can download our episodes through that. I feel sorry for you if you have that. But just search Jim and Zope or Jim and Zope Cast. I think it's different on a couple. And Facebook, just type in Jim and Facebook, Jim and Zope Cast, and like our page over there, and stay in touch with this great podcast.
I'm offended by your whatever that was.
Fuck iPhone.
So let's see our week. I got a grill. Actually, just bought a grill. So I was pretty happy about that.
That's nice.
Yeah. Planning on potentially having a what the heck is that? What is that holiday that's coming up on the third?
I was going to have a Memorial Day cookout for everybody.
No, you weren't. Don't even lie.
I swear, yes, I was.
We're just invited to our Memorial Day cookout. You know what this reminds me of? When Kramer and
we're going to have 2 New Year's parties.
Pneumanium
and Cremanium. I swear to God, yeah. Like I'm already in the process of putting my pit up out back, and I have my grill already, and yeah. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not my current status. I might not have the time, so we'll see what happens.
Well, this is part of our 1-year anniversary for me and Jess. We our 1 year anniversary is on May 30th, which we got kayaks together, so we're planning on doing some kayaking also that weekend. Let's see. I did want to do a Mother's Day shout out since we will not be around for next Monday, since we are airing our shows now every 2 weeks. So to my mom, happy Mother's Day. We're taking her out Sunday. We're taking Jess's mom out on Saturday.
And obviously to my mother, happy Mother's Day. And we will probably be doing a Mother's Day brunch that day.
Ooh, what'd you get her, dude?
We're not a present giving family here. My brunch is paying the bill is my gift.
So what did you do this weekend besides? We did have our buddy Adam. He got married. Congratulations to him again.
He did. Congratulations, Adam and Ashley. That was last weekend. What else did I do? Not much else. Me and Rochelle had our first episode of our new podcast last Friday.
And we are excited to talk about that on this episode.
We will get to that. My son, Mason, his opening day for T-ball, Monaca T-ball, was Saturday. He did.
What's his team?
What's that?
What's his team?
They are sponsored by Connie's Treasures. It was Connie Javins. She owns a store, so that's his team.
Okay.
There's only 6 teams in the T-ball league, so it's Connie's and Bickerstaff's and somebody. I don't know. It's just.
Is there still Turners, dude?
I don't know if there are, like, when it get, because it's only, I don't think there's even minor league or little league in Monaca anymore. I think it's just T-ball.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what's going to happen next year with him. But I'm very unbiased, but I'm not. But he did the best on the whole day through both teams, so he was good. He hit the ball. They pitched to him 3 pitches. He hit the ball on the second pitch both times. Yeah, he did really good. He learned a lot from last year, and he's great. Love it. Love watching him.
Are they doing that crap where nobody actually wins and there's no points and blah blah blah?
In T-ball, they do because it's just basically everybody gets a chance to hit twice and everybody gets to field twice. So it's T-ball.
Lame.
Yeah, well. It's not like minor league. If they do that in minor league or little league, he's never playing a sport in his life. But I understand with T-ball. It's okay. These kids are playing in the dirt or crying or running into the fence to get their parents. I mean, it's not actually competition. But he's great. I love that he learned so much over the past year. But yeah, that was this past Saturday, and then like I said, Friday night we did our show. So yeah, we'll get to that.
Let's see for some other stuff. Basically, Game of Thrones has been on now 2 weeks. Without giving out any spoilers, which I will not be, it has been absolutely fantastic. And sadly, there are some people that haven't seen the latest episodes yet, so I don't want to give out any spoilers. I find it hard to believe that there's any way that you can go about life without finding out these spoilers, though, because it just seems like they're going to pop up everywhere for you. But I accidentally posted something on Facebook last night. And I had to remove it because people just started complaining at me. I was like, okay, I'll just remove that.
I would just, tell those people, get a freaking life. If that's what you're mad about, really.
I'd be pretty mad about it. But, no, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I watch it, so I'm not missing that crap on Sunday. Let's see. Jerry Seinfeld, once again, is going to be at the Benedum this month. I don't know exactly what day it is, but it is this month. Jim Gaffigan will be at Console in July, and Antonio Brown is still currently on Dancing with the Stars, which there is another episode, I believe, tonight. Jess watches that every Monday. I usually walk in there and I'll see stuff what's going on with Antonio Brown or whatever that is. And yeah, he's still on there. So if you watch that show, obviously vote for him because we want to keep Antonio Brown in there.
Yippee! Antonio!
We all love Antonio Brown.
Emilio!
All right, so the first news article that I wanted to go over is there's actually been a speed limit. For the love of God, I'm so glad that the speed limits are going up to 70 miles per hour because I hate, it's just nice. I wish it would go up to 100, but whatever. I do have a quick news article to play, though, for you guys explaining it, and here it is.
Tonight now about plans to increase the speed limit on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Channel 11's Amy Marcinkiewicz is here to tell us when that's going to happen. Amy.
That's right. The Turnpike has now set a date, and we only have to wait one more month for that speed limit to go up. It's going to go up about 5 more miles per hour. Now, just a few weeks ago, we told you Turnpike officials did a study on a certain stretch of the highway, and it determined upping the speed limit to 70 miles per hour didn't make a difference when it came to crashes. So come May, posted 65 miles per hour will go up to 70 miles per hour.
I feel like everybody goes over 70 anyways on it, but it definitely isn't one of the straighter highways there are.
Areas marked 55 won't change. Also staying 55 will be construction zones around the tunnels and those toll plazas. Reporting live, Amy Marcinkowicz, Channel 11 News.
So, yeah. I'm actually pretty happy about that because it does affect my commute. I'm on 79, and there's a giant chunk of it going north. It's now going to be 70 instead of 65, which, as I said, people are already speeding anyway. Now,
I thought they said it was Turnpike.
It's not only, dude. It's large stretches of it. It's
but that's not the 79. Is not the Turnpike though.
No, it's 396 miles of the Pennsylvania Turnpike and 400 miles of 5 other state highways.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually a big chunk of different roads. It's 79, I-80, I-99, and I-380. They're also going to be affected by
that's
it.
Good. I take 380 a lot. I know when I get into Ohio and it turns into 70, it's like awesome.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited for. Well, I mean, like I said, it's not going to make too much of a difference because, as it stands, usually I go about 80 into 65 anyways. So now at least I won't be speeding as much.
Well, no, yeah, they're not going to pull anybody over within 70, like within 10 miles an hour. So once somebody's at 85 to 90, that's when you'll get pulled over. So
I'll be honest, I drive on 79 and I've flown past cops doing 80. They don't blink an eye. Even 80 miles per, even 15 over, they don't blink an eye. They're looking for the people, and I get them. I get people passing me going 90, 100 miles per hour.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
And those are the ones that the police seem to be targeting.
Like
which makes sense. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I'm in the left lane. I'm not a slow driver at all. I'm a very fast. When I was younger, I was synonymous for speeding tickets. I got my license suspended within the first month of having it.
I thought I was going to die when you used to drive us on Freedom Road. Remember when we used to go to Freedom Road to Quaker Steak and Lube?
Yeah.
You were in the shaggin' wagon. You drive 80 miles per hour on Freedom. It didn't even make. I don't even know how logically any of it made sense. We might as well went back in time.
It happened. I was doing 88. Doing what I had to do.
Shit.
I'll be doing 75 or 75 or so in a 65 in a left lane, passing people, and still have people riding my ass in a left lane. I'm like, dude, I'm not going slow. like you don't have to do 95, 100 miles an hour on this road. You just don't. So I'm a dick. I'll stay there.
I will not. I will absolutely get into the right lane because you never know what somebody's actually. You never know. They could have somebody that's pregnant in their car, or they know somebody's dying. You really never know the emergency situation that somebody.
Well, you put your four ways on then.
Huh?
You put your four-way flashers on. That tells me it's an emergency. That's why they're there.
Whatever. I mean, I go fast. So I just.
I'm very logical when I'm speeding. I'm like, do I move over for this person? Nope. They don't have their four ways on. No, I'll move over a little bit sometimes, but it just pisses me off because I'm not going slow.
Yeah. So about this Ghostbusters trailer. So I did ask you to watch that. I watched it when I was at work, and there was people just flipping out about it on the internet. I really didn't know what to think. To be honest with you, I wasn't really against the there being 4 girls or whatever in the movie. I really don't care. To be honest with you, they're remaking this movie twice. They're doing it with all girls cast, and then they're doing it with an all guy cast. But my problem with the trailer is that it sucked. Yeah. The movie just looks terrible, and the girls that they picked for the movie are ones that I'm not entertained by, and they're not entertaining even in it. Oh god, it was brutal all the way around. They're wondering why the downvotes. There's so many downvotes compared to upvotes. It just looks bad. I don't care. You can keep saying that people don't like it because there's girls in the movie. That is not what's pissing me off. It's just that it's done terribly. The original Ghostbusters was very well done. And it's not, and that's the thing is like it's a double-edged sword for me because it's not that I hate it because it's the girl cast. I hate it because it feels like they made it
with a girl cast just to make it with a girl cast. Like, it wasn't what's best for the movie. It was like, oh, well, we have to have a female it's the way of the world now. You know, females are funny, blah, blah. And I guess all these people are on Saturday Night Live now, like, that are in it, except for the one from Mike and Molly. But none of them are funny at all to me. And the effects look so freaking shitty. Even compared to freaking 1983 Ghostbusters, this looked shitty. And it doesn't look entertaining at all. They threw in, what's his name, Thor, Chris Hemsworth, as the nerd, you know, that was played by Amy Potts in the original, I believe it was.
The comedy to me comes off as a Saturday
Amy
Night
Potts,
Live
whatever her name is.
sketch.
What's that?
Actually, the comedy, the comedy that they showed in the trailer, it comes across as, oh, this is
like a short.
This is almost something to make fun of the original Ghostbusters movie. It doesn't come across as, oh, this is a Ghostbuster movie. It comes across as a what do they call those movies that basically like Scary Movie
parody.
Stuff like that. A parody. Yeah, it comes across to me as like a parody of the Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah, that's what it does.
It has no actual feel of the original Ghostbusters, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not against like a female being a cast member. I really don't care. I mean, look at this. The Star Wars was fantastic. And the girl who played Rey, she did a great job.
But why did it have to be 4? Why couldn't it have been like 3 women and a guy, or 2 women and 2 guys? Like, why did it?
Okay,
why?
They said that they wanted to do a cast of all girls and a cast of all guys. And once again, I don't care if they would have just done it well.
Exactly.
That would have been fine. But there's also like a really weird thing that's going on right now. And that I get that they're trying to put girls into movies, but at the same time, there are certain movies that are just better for guys or better for girls. I mean, you're supposed to they always tell you, remember when we used to write things, they would always tell us, oh, know your audience. You're always supposed to know your audience. Now, if we go out and we grab like, we'll just say 10 random guys and we grab 10 random girls and we say, okay, out of the 10 random guys, how many of you like Ghostbusters, like really like Ghostbusters? And you may get 90% of the guys, chances are, going to say, oh, I love Ghostbusters, blah, blah. If you go up to 90%, or if you go up to the girls, it's going to be a much smaller percentage. It's well known that that's, you know, it's just something that guys typically like more than girls. It's like Disney princess movies are obviously something that girls like more than guys. I enjoy watching them, but I guarantee I don't enjoy them as much as, you know, my wife or even Greg's wife. You know, it's just what it is. They're geared more towards who they are. It's why Disney said they were going to have their Marvel movies, which are geared towards guys, and their Disney princess line, which is going to be geared towards girls. So I don't know. The Ghostbusters thing aiming at girls, I bet I can ask my wife right now if she's interested, and she's going to say no.
Well, I mean, you don't put a guy in it's like putting a guy in a lesbian porn. I mean, it just doesn't work, you know. The people who are watching it don't want to see guys, you know. If somebody's going to go see this movie, it's going to be a girl who wants to see the female comedy, you know, and it's not going to be a male comedy movie. It's just not. So, I don't know. And to be honest with you, I hope they don't make it with men, because it's just beating a dead horse here. There are already great Ghostbuster movies. Let it go. Like, don't even make it again. And me being a ghost hunter, paranormal investigator, just let it go. Let it go. You don't need to remake Ghostbusters. You really don't.
Because there has actually been, and it's funny that you say that, there's actually been a big majority of people that have came out and said to flat out just stop the production of this, don't even create it, because it's only going to ruin a franchise.
Exactly.
People are saying. I mean, it's just it's ridiculous. I mean, I don't mind remakes or even additions. Like Jurassic World was very well done. Obviously, the new Star Wars is well done. It's one thing to come out with a new movie, but I mean, this doesn't really.
And realistically, I can count remakes that could even stand up to originals. I can probably count them on one hand that I've ever seen, and that's not just. I mean,
Halloween.
Oh, well, yeah.
Halloween was a good remake.
Yeah, that's on my list, but.
The shirt that Jim has on right now, for all of you that can't see.
But this is the original, not the remake. I'm the original guy. But Halloween is one.
Oh, tip off to your fedora, dude.
Definitely. But it's just, this isn't even a remake. It's a reimagining, I guess they would call it in today's terms. It's just stupid. It's needless. I don't think anybody was calling for, hey, we need to make a new Ghostbusters with all women. I think it's an all-studio thing. Let's see what we can do. Let's give these female comics comedians, whatever you want to call them, a movie and do what we got to do. And I heard that they brought in Bill Murray's in it and all that. They make cameos at some point.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
I heard that. And that just even pisses me off even more because I know that wasn't probably their choice. They just probably said, "Screw it, you're paying me. I'll be in there for a second." It's probably going to be like a Stan Lee cameo, like he is in all his movies, for like 3 seconds. It's probably just going to be them in like a crowd going, "Wow, look at that car," or some shit like that,
Yeah.
But it's pointless. There was no reason to make it. Like I said, the trailer, it looks awful. I wanted my 2 minutes back that you made me watch it. It was awful. I'm not going to see it, and if I do, it's going to be for free by somebody else's accord. Like they're going to have it and make me watch it. I don't know, but no, thumbs down, and let it die. Let this movie be how good it was originally. Let it go.
Are you ready for the second news article that TR is not here for? Basically, our second news article is once again a Pittsburgh news article. Pittsburgh schools are set to hold a workshop on a transgender plan, which actually happened today. I did not see the outcome of it, but it is, in a nutshell, it is the plan that kind of mimics Georgia and almost kind of mimics Target. So what it would do is it would allow schools in Pennsylvania, public schools, so that any student, whatever they identify as, I guess, they could use whatever bathroom and whatever gym and basically whatever it is that they want to be called. So you would have to refer to, if a guy said, "Listen, I refer to myself as a girl, I want to be called Jane," she would have access to all the girls' bathrooms. She would be in a girls' class for gym. She would be in the girls' dressing room, and she would have to be referred to as her by the teachers. And that is regardless of how they look or whatever. It is just however you want to identify yourself, which I have to say...
Yeah, this is going to go over well.
Which I have to say, as somebody who would prospectively be a parent someday, if I were to have a daughter... I'm telling you right straight up, there's no way in hell I would be okay with guys being in the... I don't care what you say that you identify yourself as. I'm not okay with you being in the same restroom as my daughter. If for instance, I were to have one.
And I'm sorry, but being the little hornball that I would definitely exploit this.
Well, that's what I mean. You remember being that young and coming up with ideas to do... It's like a loophole that's the best loophole I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh, but I'm a girl. I'm gonna go in the bathroom now.
Heck, till I was 13, I sounded like a girl anyways. I mean,
I would definitely have done it back then. There was no hindsight. It was all tunnel vision when you're 14 to 18 years old. It was like, oh shit, I can get in a girl's bathroom just by telling them I'm a girl. Hell yeah.
We're saying that you identify as one. I mean, that's
where do you identify it as? To yourself, right? Like, yeah. There's no forms I got to fill out. It's like, hey, no, I think I'm a woman. I'm a girl. I want to do this. You got to call me a girl. I want to go into the women's dressing room. I want to go into the women's bathroom. I want to do women's gym. If I said it, they have to listen, right?
I mean, I guess that's what it's going to be. That's utterly.
I'm sorry. That's just nonsense, retardation.
I mean, Georgia fought against this. This was the whole idea of the restrooms because people were nervous about it. They were saying, listen, they didn't want basically little girls to have boys and stuff in the. You really just don't know what the. I mean. Listen, I'm not here to judge what somebody wants to do, but I just want to say that at least from my idea, my perspective on this, I mean, I get it. You want to make somebody feel more comfortable, if they identify themselves, but at the same time, now you're making a larger majority uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's also there is a risk. I don't care what you say, there is a risk. It is just, yes, any guy can just walk into a girl's room and do something bad. I understand that. But if they tried to get into that room, there's a good chance that somebody would throw them out or something like that. But I actually watched a video on YouTube where a guy dressed up like a girl and he walked into a women's room and the girls were throwing him out. They were like, "Get the hell out of here!" They're like, "You do not belong here." Blah 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 blah, and they were freaked out by it. They were very uncomfortable.
Well, most people are going to be.
I mean, I get it. There's going to be some girls that are very comfortable. And from the opposite side of the spectrum, there's probably no situation where I'm going to walk into a restroom and a girl dressed up like a guy that walks in there is going to make me feel uncomfortable. I'll be completely honest.
No.
There's no way I'm uncomfortable with that. And I really just, but that's
not sexist. That's just the way of the world. I'm not going to care if a female walks in there looking like a dude.
Specifically, girls aren't raping guys. That's just
no. And if they try to, I mean, it's still a chick.
But I mean, it just,
I mean, come on now.
I just don't see how this is okay, and you know, whatever. I mean, if you want to put in another restroom or something like that, then that's fine. Like I said, I'm not I'm not a judge. If somebody wants to do something, that's whatever.
Realistically, there are, you know, they built restrooms for, like, this is a family restroom, you know, where it's bigger and you can change your baby's diaper and stuff like that as a family. A whole family can go into a bathroom, like in a Walmart or a department store.
But they have those at schools.
But no, well, they didn't have them originally, probably either when they first built the store. If that's going to be an option, I'm all for it. I don't have a daughter, you know, so I can't. I don't know what that's like, but I know I wouldn't want my daughter to go into a bathroom and worry about that there's a boy in there that's only in there, you know, for bad reasons. Or when she gets older, you know, a 16, 17, or 18-year-old, you know, boy who's turning into a man now, saying, "Oh no, I'm gay," or "I'm a woman, I want to go into a women's restroom." Who knows who that is? You know, I wouldn't trust it. So it's not a sexist thing. It's a protection thing. I don't agree with it.
I think we're both saying that we don't hate anybody for what they choose to do, but at the same time, we don't want to see people put in danger.
No.
That's basically the
situation. And for any instance in the world, for every, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good things that are the reasons you want to do this, there's going to be that 1 or 2 things that make it bad. Everybody exploits good, and that's just what bad does. They exploit the good, they get into loopholes, they say how they can get away with stuff, and realistically, there are going to be full-blown murderers, rapists, child molesters who say, "I am a female, I want to use the female restroom." They're going to exploit it.
It's the greatest excuse. It's the greatest loophole I've ever seen before, and I just don't agree that the positives outweigh the negatives in this situation. It's
not good enough to change the entire world because a couple people want to do this. It's just not worth it.
There's 100% valid alternative to this, and it is another bathroom.
Another bathroom.
I'm completely fine with that, and taxpayers pay for it, whatever. I don't care.
Build another bathroom.
But for the love of God, you know.
But there's whatever, dude. Be male picture, a female picture, a male/female picture. That's what you can be. Go into that restroom that is welcome to whoever you identify as, that you are not born as. Okay? The man picture is you were born as a man, you are a man. The female picture on the little door is a woman, you were born as a woman. If you think you're something other than you are, go over here into this one. It's not segregation. Men can't go into women's, women can't go into men's. You can't go into either because we don't know what you are. Period.
By the way, you had Chad McGowan.
Chad McGowan did.
Yeah, he said a lot.
I'm looking at Chad.
All right, let's see. Oculus Rift Part 2. Basically, I've been using the Rift more. There's some really awesome stuff. Specifically, I've been doing something called the Climb, which you actually get to scale a mountain, which is unbelievably terrifying, right? But there's also something that's really awesome. I don't know if you've ever done a LAN party. Probably not. It doesn't sound like something you'd be into. But
a what party?
A LAN party.
LAN party.
Yeah, a LAN party. It stands for Local Area Network. Awesome. LAN parties are basically back in the day before internet was like humongous. People would get together. They would bring all their desktops into one house. They would all game from the exact same house, and what they would do is they would hook all their network cables into like a switch, and that would allow them to all game together on the same game.
Oh, I
And
understand
this
what
kind
it
of
means.
has
Yeah.
gone away now with online gameplay being so unbelievably popular. But with this there's an application called Big Screen, and it actually allows you to have a virtual LAN party. Basically, you can go into, like, I went into this, and I have my desktop in front of me in virtual reality in a virtual loft, like a really nice virtual loft. And I can look left, and I see other people there because it's multiplayer, and they have their desktops, and I look right, and it's the same thing, more people with their desktops. And I can actually lean around and look to see what other people are doing. There's people playing games, there's people developing games, there's people working on their homework. I was playing games on mine, and it's really cool because you can it's like a virtual LAN party. You can actually look around and see what everybody's doing. And if somebody somebody like wants help with something, like they can open up Photoshop and they can be like, hey, can you help me out with this a little bit? And you can actually physically see what they're doing. It's amazing, and it's just one of those weird things that you can get in virtual reality and nowhere else. But I do have something big to tell everybody about the Oculus Rift, and it's always been one of those things where, it's so amazing, but you can't really explain it well enough. You have to see this thing. Well, you can now schedule a viewing of the Oculus Rift. You can actually schedule to test the Oculus Rift for 30 minutes. If you go to Oculus.com, there is a site where you can go through in the site that allows you to basically schedule this trial. And you go to Best Buy, and you can schedule for, say, like 12:30 on Sunday. And you go there Sunday at 12:30, and they'll let you try out the Rift for 30 minutes, which is really cool, and I think everybody should do that. It's an amazing experience.
I would try it. I want to try that stuff. I mean, it all looks fun to me, and like I said, it's basically the future is now, is what the future was when we were kids. Is less like it is what it is now. And I mean, I'm not up to your level as far as tech goes and all that stuff, but I still wanted to do all that stuff when I was growing up. So it's something that I would definitely invest in if I could. I mean, I would want to do it. Sounds fun.
I think you'll like it, but I'll have to. I don't know. I'll have to have you over sometime so you can test it out. If you come over for Memorial Day, I'll let you test it out.
I'm sure you would. I got the balloons. You got the chairs. Is that the type of thing here?
So I don't want to geek out anymore over the Oculus Rift. We've done that enough. So you want to tell us about your podcast? I didn't miss your podcast. I apologize for that.
No, you don't.
I wish I do.
Yeah, I messaged Rochelle. She didn't read my message, so whatever.
Ooh.
Yeah, she hates me.
That's fucking teamwork.
What's your favorite dish? Anyway, great song, by the way. So yeah, it's we did our first episode of our new Going at podcast. We've been doing it for years now, but we started our new one now. It's called Cross the Line with Jim and Rochelle. Basically, we just use the new Facebook live video feature now, and we set up her phone because it's only on the mobile devices. It's not on desktops or laptops yet. And we recorded our live video show on directly onto Facebook, and we did it from Hillview Manor, but we're not just talking about like paranormal now. You know what I mean? It's anything. Obviously, it's most people that are listening.
Anything goes.
Yeah, well, basically. I mean, it's a way you can't. That's why we call it Across the Line, because we cross every line of topics. Like, it can go from anything, from paranormal, and the same episode we can jump into, anything. It's whatever. But predominantly, we are going to get people who want to talk about the paranormal because we are broadcasting from Hillview Manor. But that's not what we just want to talk about. Like our last shows were Hillview Crew Radio. We were always talking about Hillview or ghosts. And even though we love doing that and we could talk about that for hours, we don't want to just talk about that. But sadly, if you listen to our first episode, 99% of it was about the paranormal, because everybody in the chat room was paranormal friends, and they were asking us about Hillview, asking us about our experiences and all that. But it went good. Aside from the Wi-Fi issue we had with the building, The Facebook video feature worked really good. It's very fast. There's only like an 8 to 10 second delay as far as chat room goes or comment room goes. I saved it with Audacity on my laptop using this microphone, so the quality is great on the audio version, and that's on YouTube on our channel, Cross the Line with Jim and Rochelle. Or you can go onto Facebook and search us on there, Cross the Line with Jim and Rochelle, same thing.
Episode.
What's that?
When's the next episode?
We're going to shoot for probably Saturday. I'll be up there again this Saturday. We're going to be guests. Actually, I'll promote this now. I don't know what it's going to be now. We're going to be guests on a different show on Saturday night. I'll get more info about that and post about it.
No, we'll never promote that.
I will. It's Sean and Marianne Donnelly. They do Dark Shadows Ghost Tours. We've had them on our show before. Well, Sean messaged us yesterday and asked if we would be on their show. They do a YouTube show through Google Hangouts, so it's going to be a video show just like that we are now. We do have a group on Saturday at Hillview, so we'll be giving the tour and then doing this show around 8:15, and probably around 10 or 11 at night, me and Rochelle will probably get on and do our own show and do another episode of Cross the Line. So you'll see that later on in the week when we decide. But yeah, it went good. But like I said, you can either watch the video on our Facebook page or you can go and listen to the audio on our YouTube page. So
what's the Facebook page again?
Cross the Line with Jim and Rochelle.
All right, let's see.
Rochelle is with RACHELLE. Everybody types it RO for some reason, or Rachel.
Rachel. Was that what I was calling her?
Yeah, everybody does. RACHELLE, and Jim is J.
I'm gonna call her Raquel.
M.
I'm gonna call her Raquel.
But yeah, that's what we did on Friday night. It went well. I mean, we had to do 2 parts because of the Wi-Fi, but other than that, it went good. We had good comments. We had a ton of comments actually from our friends that were listening live, and it was good. We knew we were going to have a good following because we always do. We just have a ton of people who liked our past episodes. When we were doing it, we started back in 2013, so we knew we were going to have people listening. It's just we're trying to make it a little bit different, and using this video feature is a lot easier than we used to on Vidal, so it's gonna be good.
So I wanted to talk about this frustration exploration.
Get to it, son.
Basically, I've been frustrated because I've been getting multiple calls from, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Sundance Cruises, but they're a piece of shit.
Explain that.
DirecTV and NRA. Okay, I'll start off with Sundance. All right, Sundance has been calling me. They call me and my wife. They call us probably roughly 3 times a week. All right. Now, I recently got a voicemail from them that I want to play for everybody, and I'm about to do it. And I had to tell you that all the other voicemails have been terrible, but I heard this, and it was gold. It was gold.
Gold.
And you're going to hear somebody that obviously sounds like they're from California. So this is Ashley from Sundance calling me to tell me, which we signed up for this, by the way, some kind of Disney on Ice thing. So anyways, here's the voicemail. Enjoy.
Hi, Bobby. It's Ashley. I'm calling in regards to your entry form that you filled out at Disney on Ice. That's on the 13th of March. I do have some really awesome news to share with you. Call me back here today at 1-800-291-0500 and ask for Ashley. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you soon.
What the fuck?
Was that not ridiculous?
Oh my god! Hey, Bobby! 1-800.
She's like a 08 a 0
a 0. Ask for Ashley. I think that was a transgendered person.
Yeah, that's actually the California accent, dude. I hop in my car and I go to play this and I'm like, this is gonna be some stupid whatever. And I heard it, I was like, what the heck? I'm like, even the way it just starts, hi Bobby, it's Ashley. was
That's
like,
funny as hell, though, dude.
Like, what is this? Some kind of skit from Saturday Night Live or something?
But the thing is, anytime you sign up for shit, they always end up calling you. And they just want to get you to sign up for more shit.
But the thing is, they're calling me all the time. Like I said, they call me 3 times a week. It's so freaking annoying. And by the way, they're a complete scam. So if you ever win a cruise through Chance, whenever you do, look it up. You'll see it is an absolute scam. But there's more to this. There's also DirecTV. Now, I recently got off of DirecTV, and I switched to my local cable station, which they're not that great. But anyways, DirecTV is the most they have to be one of the most annoying companies. They call me every day. Every single day they call me up to try to get me to switch back, and they ask me, "Oh, why don't you come back?" Blah blah blah. I have never seen anything so ridiculous, and I've told them actually multiple times to quit calling me, and then they don't, and then the next day they call me again. I don't even know what to say. It's unbelievable. You can't really say anything like take me off the caller list because they're not like a telemarketing company. So they just have free rights to just call you as much as humanly possible. And I'm not the only one that they do this to. I have talked to other people, and it's pretty typical for DirecTV.
Yeah,
So
I don't have them, so
you're lucky.
Yeah.
The other one, and I really hate to say it because I am a gun owner and I really like gun. You know, I'm completely pro Second Amendment. You know, I like whoever says that they are also pro Second Amendment, and I like gun rights. But the NRA is the most annoying group I've ever met in my entire, or I've ever had to deal with. They call me so often. They're not even just calling me. Well, actually, I stopped paying for a subscription to the NRA or stop donating, whatever the heck it is. They have like a yearly donation thing. Like you can be like a member of the NRA for like a year. Yeah. I stopped doing it because they're unbelievably too annoying. Like, I don't care. I'm tired of it. They might as well be violating my ear rights. I don't know what they're doing, but they consistently send me mail asking for additional donations, and they consistently call me telling me like, oh, you need to do this. And by the way, I've been with them for 2 years. I was actually a member for 2 years. Both times I signed up, I think I was supposed to get a knife, and then I was supposed to get a duffel bag. I got neither. I received neither of these things, you know, which, whatever. I mean, I can deal with not getting them, but they're so unbelievably annoying. Like, I cannot stand the NRA. If you ever join the NRA, they were going to call you for the rest of your life, regardless of whether you cancel or you stay with them. You're going to be getting continuous calls. So I'm sorry. I'm not anti-gun, and I'm definitely not anti-gun. Let's put it that way. But I have to say that I am anti whatever the heck NRA's guidelines are for calling people, because it is so annoying that I told them before that I will never join them until I basically told them if they don't call me for a month, I will join them again for another year, and they've yet to do this. This was like maybe 2 years ago that I told them this. They've never gone a month without calling me. They call me all the time. So
that's funny.
It frustrates the crap out of me.
Frustration.
Have you ever dealt with anything like that, or am I the only one?
Well, bill collectors and stuff, yeah.
Bill collectors, huh? Well, there's a reason.
Oh yeah, you got to pay your bills. But I mean, I have in the past. I blocked numbers. I mean, I don't know. I just have a bunch of blocked numbers in my phone. Basically, I save them under just weird names, and I just block them. And I don't get any phone calls from them, so I don't worry about it.
I honestly, I can't stand it because I never. Well, the thing is, I get important calls that are also like, I don't really know what they're calling from, what number, you know.
Well, no, if I get a bad call, if I know like every day I get a call from a shitty phone number that is an operator or a telemarketer or something.
Yeah.
All I do is I save it in my phone, and then I can block it, and I won't ever get a call from them again. They might leave a voicemail, but that's nothing. I can just delete the voicemail, but I will never get a phone call from them again.
Well, the problem is that they call from different numbers, especially DirecTV and NRA.
Yeah.
Actually, I should say Sundance too. All three of them call from different numbers. I've actually blocked different numbers from all three of them, and they continue to get through. I want to say another one, and I really hope they stop doing this because I still continue to support them regardless. But Central Blood Bank, I donate blood, And I have to say that they are really bad about that, and I really wish they'd stop doing that because I do want to. I continue to do whatever I like to donate blood to them because I think it's I think it's a necessary thing, but they are very very annoying with that, and I wish they'd stop.
I wish I was allowed to donate blood.
Huh?
What?
Is it the AIDS?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Is it the HIV?
It's the old HIV. It creeps up every now and again, but...
Did you by any chance get a name from TR for our celebrity death pool?
No.
Okay, well then he automatically loses for this week. What do you think? Do you agree to that? That no matter what
I will give him 30 seconds to reply to this message, and if he replies, great. If not, he doesn't get it.
All right, then I will start out.
Go ahead.
With this week, I'm going for Hulk Hogan for my celebrity death pool pick. How he's gonna die, I don't know. Probably past steroid usage. I'm not 100% sure. I know one thing: he was definitely not at WrestleMania, and pretty much every other wrestler that was still alive was there.
No, he was. That was he still. I mean, he was still released from the company because of his racist comments back then. So he can't come back yet. But he's actually coming to Pittsburgh.
Is he?
Yeah. It showed up on my Facebook a couple times. Can't remember what it's called, but yeah, he'll be coming to the Berg within a week or two. I think it is.
Apologize to everybody for that Windows sound playing. I forgot to turn off my Windows sounds. That was kind of unnecessary.
It don't matter. Oh, you know what's funny? Look, here, I'm just looking through Facebook now. All this time, these have been transgender, and no one cared. Porta potties. We had just been talking about that, and that's the thing on Facebook right now.
Oh yeah,
and no one cared.
Well, there was only one person in that. I think that's the major thing.
Yeah, well, I just thought it was funny. It popped up when I was looking. Okay, kiss my ass, fucking asshole.
That's not funny.
Motherfucking ass piece of shit.
So, Jim, what's your pick for the celebrity death pool for this week?
Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis,
the telethon guy, comedian.
Is he the guy who used to go, "Oh, lady"?
Yeah.
Lady.
That's Jerry Lewis. He's old as shit. I thought he's been dead for 10 years, but apparently he didn't yet, so I'm picking him. He is going to be hosting a telethon and just die.
Does Tur have a pick?
He hasn't answered.
All right. Well, then we are assuming
we're going to give him one of the worst ones ever. Just give him something really bad.
Kim Kardashian.
There, good or bad, he wins.
That's it. Which, by the way, if he wins, I am willing to give up that $6.50.
Yeah, you can have it. It's worth it.
Holy mackerel, that'd be hilarious. All right, $6.50. All right, let's see. Third news article. Storms.
Bam, bam,
Which,
bam.
there was actually multiple news articles. I'm not really touching on the exact news articles because we're all aware of what happened since we all live here in Pennsylvania.
I can't talk about
specifically
it.
Western Pennsylvania. Jim is an amazing sleeper and was able to sleep through these storms. Myself and my wife, on the other hand, were not able to sleep through these things. Neither was our dog that was flipping out.
I didn't hear anything about the storm, so yeah.
There were multiple storms that came through last night, kind of yesterday morning, around like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was brutal. There was all kinds of damage that was done, but somebody actually got a really awesome picture of lightning striking the river right in front of Pittsburgh, which is possibly one of the coolest pictures I've ever seen. I'm actually thinking about buying it. It looks so unbelievably cool. But yeah, it was pretty...
hold up. Tom Arnold.
Breaking news. Oh, Tom Arnold for
TR picks Tom Arnold.
Now, do we allow him to pick that, or
we'll allow him to pick it? We'll give him a Kim/Tom combo.
All right, combo, combo breaker.
Okay, so yeah, tell us about this picture now.
But it's just a picture of a lightning strike that hits the river.
And in the city, though, like, do you have the
well, the entire. Okay, you know how people always take those pictures from up of what is that area
Mount
called?
Washington.
Mount Washington. They'll take the pictures looking out. Well, there's somebody got a picture, and it is of that entire thing, but with a lightning bolt coming from the clouds and hitting the water. Or I guess to be correct is going from the water to the clouds. But either way, it was so freaking cool. But yeah, the weather was nuts last night, so I don't know if we'll be seeing more of that. Luckily, we didn't get any damage here. Apparently, Jim didn't get any damage.
I didn't even know it rained.
It didn't blow up the sheets by you.
Didn't blow up the sheets. That thing is built by fucking
Rachi High School.
Shelter, dude.
Did Rachi High School survive? There's still Rams present.
There's still Rams roaming around.
There's Rams.
Rachi Rams suck.
Whoa.
Don't worry about it.
All right, let's see. Penguins recap. Do you want to tell everybody how the old Pens are doing?
Yeah, anybody who doesn't know, and you are a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, I am not a fanatic by any means, but I did watch the last game, and they won. They lost the first game. This is the second round of the playoffs. They're playing the Washington Capitals, and the big story out of that second game is Brooks Orpik, who used to play for us, now plays for the Washington Capitals. He did a late/dirty hit on Mata on our team, and basically knocked him out cold, and it was a dirty hit, I guess. But he has been suspended for 3 games, so basically he will probably be out the rest of this series unless they go to Game 7, and if they lose, he will be done for the year just by doing one head check on somebody. I don't think it's worth it. But,
wait, how many games are left in the series?
Well, this is Game 3 tonight. So if they go to Game 7, it will be Game 7 he can come back for. So if we win before that, he will not be playing against us again until next year. So
what's our record for the series?
It's 1-1 right now.
1-1.
Yep. We lost first game. Last game we just won on a very good goal, very good ricochet goal, and it was a good game, really good game. Came down in the third period. Good.
I have to start watching these. I really do hope that we move past.
I do like our chances. We have a very good young team. You know, we have Crosby and Malkin, all the big guys, Letang, but we have a very young team that just want to win. And this is probably one of the most hungry teams that we've had since probably we won the Cup in 2009. So I like our chances, and I'm going to be paying attention to them this year. So we'll see.
Somebody needs to feed these guys if they're that freaking hungry.
They are hungry. They are starving. They're going to fill that cup up with ramen and eat away.
Speaking of ramen, very odd thing to segue. I know you've never been to. There's a brewery in Zelienople. It's called Shoe Brew, but they actually have like gourmet ramen. I know it sounds crazy, but it has like real duck in it. It's actually the way I guess ramen really is. If you go to
Chinese place, yeah.
I don't know if it's is ramen Chinese or Japanese or what is it? You know, what Asian culture is that?
I couldn't tell you, but going back to Hulkamania comes to Pittsburgh June 4th.
What the hell kind of weird segue was that, Jim?
I was scrolling through until it popped back up, but yeah, you can go see Hulk Hogan in Pittsburgh at the Mall at Robinson with Jimmy Hart, the Mouth of the South, for autograph signing and posing for photo ops. June 4th, 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. So you can go see both of those guys there in the Mall at Robinson.
I need to go there myself, actually.
Okay. Go back to... I don't know where ramen comes from, so whatever you got to say about ramen, go ahead, buddy.
I'm just saying that they have gourmet ramen over at Schubert. They have fantastic like beer and food over there, but it's like it's a brew pub that they have in Zelienople, and it's real small. But they serve this ramen, man, and holy crap, is it good! It's not even like it's not cheap ramen either. I think it's like $15 or $16 to get a bowl of this ramen. It is the most amazing thing I've ever had in my entire life. It has like these like amazing mushrooms, and it has like some sort of egg, like a gourmet egg. I know it sounds weird.
I know about the egg. I know about that.
No, you don't know about the egg.
I heard about that somewhere.
You do know nothing about it.
It's been on my news feed. Egg and ramen.
But honestly, it's fantastic, and if you ever get a chance to go there, You should come, dude. They have a trivia night. I think it's Thursday. You'd like that. You're into trivia night, and they have wine, which I think you drink.
Yeah.
I'm getting feedback from your mic. Or no, never mind, it just went away. They have what was I saying? They have trivia night, and they have they have their own beer that they make. Which I know that you're opposed to like Coors Light, Bud Light, and stuff like that, but you do like some micro beers.
Yeah, I do. I'm not. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a beer guy. Like to the local fair. Miller Lite, Coors Light, all that shit. But I do like flavored beers, and I call them flavored. I don't know what they're microbrews, whatever you want to call them. Whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I like a good taste, and if something tastes good to me, yeah, I'll eat it. That's what she said.
So.
Oh, really? Fuck, that's cool.
Little outro.
Oh, I want to give a shout out. Trip Shot, who does our music. They were at Long Branch Saloon down here in New Brighton last weekend. I didn't get to see them, but they were there.
Damn, dude, I would have loved to have gone.
I want to thank Chad McGowan for coming into the chat room, hearting us just now. And he just commented and said, I believe I went to 2 a.m. Miller Lite run with you, liar. Yes, he did.
Bye, everybody. The Jim and Zip cast.
Later.
Holy crap. We're scoring your show roll, yes. I do like that we are never without content anymore. It's never like a fight for content. We always have like an overload of freaking content. We touched on quite a bit of it, actually, this time. Especially getting through all 3 of the news articles and the Penguins recap. The only thing that we didn't touch on is the state of politics, which I don't care if we touch on or not. It's just in there for shits and gigs. I don't know why, but I randomly... Jim, you know how you're looking at your phone right now?
Mm-hmm.
You do that during the show. For some reason, see how look where your headset is actually very close to your mic, and for some reason you'll hear it whenever you listen back on the podcast. There's weird feedback. It goes, it's freaking weird, but it only happens when you're looking down at your phone, and it just
Sure, it's not my phone. Like I had this on vibrate. I think I might have been that.
No, it's feedback.
Oh, okay.
It's so weird. I've never heard it though before when we've done the show, so it wasn't that big of a deal. That's why I honestly didn't even really say anything because for the most part.
Stop it.
That big of a deal.
No, it's fine. All right, still doing video. Let's see if I can end this real quick.
I forgot about that.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for listening again. This was the Jim and Zope Kist. Chapter 49. Later. And clear.